There was a time when Friday night meant one thing: a trip to Blockbuster. Families would walk through the front doors, browse endless shelves of movies, argue over what to watch, and leave with a few DVDs and a bag of popcorn. At its peak, Blockbuster was everywhere. The company operated more than 9,000 stores around the world and served millions of customers every day. It looked unstoppable, but today, almost every Blockbuster store has disappeared. Only one remains. So, what happened? How did the biggest movie rental company in history collapse while a small startup called Netflix took over the entertainment industry? The answer begins with convenience. For many years, renting a movie was simple. Customers visited a store, picked a movie, paid the rental fee, and returned it a few days later. But there was one thing people hated: late fees. If a customer forgot to return a movie on time, Blockbuster charged extra money. These fees generated hundreds of millions of dollars every year for the company. They were extremely profitable, but they also frustrated customers. Then, in 1997, a small company appeared with a different idea: Netflix. Instead of driving to a store, customers could order movies online and receive DVDs through the mail. There were no long lines, no empty shelves, and most importantly, no late fees. At first, the idea seemed strange. Many people believed customers would always prefer physical stores. Blockbuster certainly believed that. In fact, in the year 2000, Netflix founders approached Blockbuster with an offer. They wanted to sell Netflix for around $50 million. Blockbuster refused. The company believed Netflix had no future. It would become one of the most expensive business mistakes in history. As internet technology improved, Netflix changed again. The company moved away from mailing DVDs and began offering something completely new: streaming. Instead of waiting for a movie to arrive, customers could instantly watch thousands of titles from their homes. The idea was revolutionary. No stores, no shipping, no late fees, just press play. Meanwhile, Blockbuster continued relying on its physical locations. The company had thousands of stores to maintain, thousands of employees to pay, and enormous operating costs. Its business model had become a burden. As more customers switched to streaming, fewer people visited Blockbuster stores. Revenue declined, stores closed, debt increased. The company tried to react. It launched its own online services. It removed late fees. It attempted to compete with Netflix. But by then, the market had already changed. Netflix was growing rapidly, while Blockbuster was struggling to survive. In 2010, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy. An empire that once dominated the movie rental business had collapsed. Today, only one official Blockbuster store remains, located in Bend, Oregon. It has become more of a museum than a business. People visit not just to rent movies, but to remember a different era. The story of Blockbuster is about more than movies. It is a lesson that every business should remember. Success today does not guarantee success tomorrow. Technology changes, consumer habits change, entire industries change. The companies that survive are often the ones willing to adapt before they are forced to. Blockbuster believed people would never stop visiting video stores. Netflix believed the future would be digital. History proved one of them right. And the fall of Blockbuster became one of the greatest examples of how innovation can completely transform an industry. This is not just the story of a company that failed. It is the story of how the world changed.